Hello and welcome to the Jason Eldridge Photo Show. In this video, I'm going to talk about whether or not I'm going to buy a photo printer, and I'm kind of hoping you can help me out. A photograph isn't fully realized until it's printed. This is something that I have said for a very long time, and I tell my clients that, I tell my friends that, I tell anybody that is a photographer that phrase all the time. A photograph isn't fully realized until it's printed. And what do I mean by that? I mean, we go out, we spend thousands of dollars on camera equipment, thousands of dollars on travel. We do everything because of our passion for photography. We get out there, we take a picture, and how many times does that photograph, one that you love, end up staying on a hard drive on your computer? Well, I can tell you for me, it is quite a bit. And if you look right here, that is about the only image that I have in my house that is printed from my work. So think about the thousands of photographs that I have, and I love so many of them, yet I don't have them printed. And I wonder why that is. Why? Am I the only one that does this? Or are you a photographer that goes out, you take all these beautiful images, and you come home, you look at them on your computer, and there they sit in the dark for ages. Nobody ever sees them. They don't adorn anyone's wall. You don't print them for yourself to look at, to enjoy, to remember those moments. How many of you out there are just like that? Let me know in the comments below. Why do you think you don't print your images? Now, this all started because I kind of got the bug to want to print my own images with my own printer, all of that kind of stuff. And the reason why is because I spend all this time and money and effort and the love of photography, but I don't finish it out. I don't take that final step and make a print that I can be proud of. I don't print it out and hang it up. I don't print it out and give it away as a gift. I do nothing with my photography except put it on social media. And we all know we see screens about this big on social media. And I think the average look time is maybe 3 seconds. So all of that time and effort, you put it up on social media. Someone goes through, says, yep, like that image, if you're lucky enough to get the like in the first place. And then they move on and they never see that photograph again. So by printing your work, it is something that you can enjoy or that you can give as a gift for other people to enjoy, or, strange enough as it might sound, maybe someone will pay you for your photograph. I certainly wouldn't mind parting with some of my photographs. If someone wanted to pay me, I could print it out, give it to them, make them happy, make me happy. It all works out. So why don't we do it? That one, I have a little bit of my own personal take on it. Is I can't stand arrogance. And sometimes when I look at my own work and I say I love that, I feel like I'm being arrogant. Now there's a fine line between arrogant and confident. So I can say with confidence that I like my vision and I like my photographs. But sometimes when I say it out loud, it sort of feels like arrogance. And I think that translates into printing my images. So I'm a little leery of printing an image because I look at it and I think, man, I'm arrogant enough to print my own image and hang it in my own house. How pathetic is that? So that is a personal setback of mine. How many of you out there have that same setback? How many of you worry about being arrogant about your own work? Well, it turns out you can still be confident about your work. You can love the photographs that you make, and you can print them out, put them on display in your house, and enjoy those moments again and again. I don't know about you, but every time I take a photograph, I remember the moment. I remember the excitement of taking the image, of being in the wilderness, of being in nature, and absolutely having a blast. So what is wrong with printing those images and putting them up on your wall to relive those beautiful moments? I say there's nothing. So this brings me to the real reason I was doing the video in the first place. I'm considering buying a printer to take this process on my own. I can send it off to Bayphoto or wherever it is that you can send these images to. I've had great luck with Bayphoto. But then you lose part of that creative control. So we take all this time and effort to make our photographs and to finish them on the computer, and then we hand them off to someone else to do the print. That's okay, but I'm kind of wanting to sort of own that last part myself. And I'm looking at a couple of Canon printers. They're old, they're long in the tooth, they're about 8 years old, so I'm kind of wondering if Canon is going to refresh those sometime soon. It's the Pro 1000 or the Pro 300. If you have any experience with either one of those, let me know in the comments below. But those are the ones I'm looking at. I'm kind of thinking about waiting until a refresh if one comes out. If not, I'm probably going to look at the Pro 1000 more than the 300, but I don't want to get into the different kinds of printers. What I want to get into is the fact that I want to control that last aspect of my photography. And I want to print more images, even if I just give them away as gifts to my friends and family. Because I love my work. And some of you seem to love my work too. So why not print it? Like I said, it's a personal hang-up that I've had for years, and I bet I'm not the only one. So if you're interested in me buying a printer, printing my own work, and going through that whole learning curve of printing your own work, because there's different paper, there's the ink situation, you have to print it on a pretty regular basis or you end up losing a lot of money in ink. There's all kinds of things. There's a big learning curve here, the paper especially, and getting the ICC profiles and all this crazy stuff. If this is something you would like to watch me go through and experience the pain of this learning curve so that I can help you in the end, let me know those comments below. So lastly, what do you do with your images when you're done? Do you leave them on your hard drive? Do you print them? Do you give them as gifts? Do you sell them as prints? What do you do? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, grab your camera, get off the couch, escape, explore, and create.